Do you think we should be nicer to Kash Patel because he is arresting judges?
I've only been nice to Kash. Me and Kashyap are like this, dude.
Do you think if it came down to it because you're a Patel, he would spare you in the camps?
No, bro. Like he definitely. Well, I don't know actually. Let me not speculate because I'm afraid. But more so because I know his family is, or some people in his family are fans. So hopefully that might help. But also, he did say Jesse Krishna is like confirmation hearing.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did. So he might be just mad out, like just pro Indians, and that's why no Indians have gotten got yet. But it's kind of hard to say. Like, I don't know if he's. I'm not like this. Oh, you're a Patel. I'm a Patel. Let's be Patels together, kind of thing. You know, like there's some Patels who are about that life.
There are a lot of Indian people and brown Desi people that are about that life.
Yeah. I don't think Kash is necessarily.
You don't think he's like that?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm like that. I'm like, yo, bro, what do we?
I mean, that's how we met.
Yeah, but that's how I am with all brown people. It's like, come on, man, we're on the same side.
Yeah,
you know? Let's be together.
But the thing is, that's before you know what side they're on. You give them the benefit of the doubt.
I always do. Yeah.
Whereas it's very clear what side I'm on. It's very clear what side Kash is on. So to get over I don't know if brown on brown trumps that political sidings. You know what I mean? Like, I don't agree with him arresting judges. Is he going to have a problem with that?
I mean, I don't agree with basically anything he's ever done in his life.
Right. Including going to Pace University.
Yeah. Man, shout to Pace. Love you, Pace.
Pace is a good school. Pace is a good school. But, yeah, I don't know. I do have jokes about him. They're pretty good jokes. So I don't know. I haven't studied him at all to know what he's like, his politics beyond like him being I
mean, he's just a zealot,
lunatic, deep state person.
He's just a Trump zealot.
Yeah.
To the point where he's going to arrest a white lady judge.
Yeah. I mean, if you're like one of these, people who are like, oh no, they're going after the illegals or whatever, and then they arrested a white lady judge. That's like,
yeah. And the other thing is, like, they go after the illegals, but they don't go after the companies that hire these illegals.
No, of course not.
That always, like Tyson Foods and all these like chicken farmers and Monsanto and all these people.
All this is just to give ICE and Homeland Security and the other, those police arms of the government money.
Gestapos.
Money. It's just money. It's so that those guys can get paid, because otherwise they don't have shit to do. And when it comes time to it, like people getting deported, like illegals, that's like small fries, and that's what people are okay with, seemingly. They're paying these guys now so that when it comes to like real orders, like arresting a judge or arresting a U.S. citizen and deporting them without cause, that those ICE agents are like, okay, because they've already paid them all this money to do all this other shit. This is that's what I think it is. They're just slowly acting out this crazy agenda. I think I saw this thing that said there's a DOJ memo that says ICE can now enter your home without a warrant if they think you're harboring illegals.
That's crazy. That is some actual, like, I'm not one of those people that really bought into, like, how the media would liken this administration to Nazis all the time, but that is some Nazi shit, actually.
Yeah.
That's some actual Nazi shit, where if because they could, that means they could walk in any time.
Yeah, the next generation's Quentin Tarantino movie about this era is going to be fucking sick. Like Inglourious Basterds 7. It's gonna open with Kash Patel knocking on the door of someone's house in a pastoral place, and there's gonna be a bunch of illegal immigrants hiding underneath the floorboards, and then they're gonna shoot the floorboards up, and then one little Indian girl is gonna be run into the woods, and she's gonna take revenge out on Kash Patel and the rest of the family. Quentin Tarantino, hire me, please. We'll we'll remake Inglourious Basterds.
Well, we should do a Bollywood remake of Inglourious Basterds and just do that. We'll add some songs. I know people want some songs.
There'll be some dancing.
Yeah, there'll be some songs, and then out of nowhere, you'll have a whole choreographed set. Yeah. We'll get A.R. Rahman on it. It'll be great.
It'll be like a Kill Bill meets... What was it? What Ishq had some really pastoral scene, right? Or did Kuch Kuch Hoda have a lot of scenes in fields?
Kuch Kuch Hoda was the most bizarre movie I've ever watched, because like they'd be in India talking, and then the next song they're in Switzerland in the Alps dancing.
Yeah, bro.
And then they're back.
That's what you do.
You never taken a private jet to take to dance?
I didn't even know if they had PJs back then.
Chiffons.
I feel like that whole... What's that? I thought all those movies were shot in Canada.
Not all.
Oh, okay.
There was a big Switzerland thing.
Yeah.
A lot in Canada though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, wherever the producers are hiding their money.
Right.
And
shout out to Yash Stalker. What's his name?
No, Yash Chopra.
Yash Chopra.
Yash Chopra. My guy.
Yeah.
My guy.
YC Productions.
he's the guy.
YRF.
What?
YRF. Yash Raj Chopra. No, wait. Yeah, Yash Raj Films.
Yeah.
YRF. That's his name, Yash Raj Chopra. You've seen all his movies.
You've seen every Bollywood movie you've seen is a Yash Raj.
Okay,
production.
I've seen Kuch Kuch Hote.
That's not him, but
I've seen
something's happening. Ishq is
I've not seen Ishq.
Ishq is I forget what Ishq
I've
was
seen that
about.
other Shah Rukh Khan movie with
it's
an
not
M.
It's with Amir Khan.
Mohabbatain, that movie. I've seen that one.
That's
where
cool.
that's just crying for like 30 minutes of just crying.
That's most Bollywood movies.
Dal. You saw Dal?
No, I haven't seen that. I have
You're
not seen.
cultured.
Of course not. I can't sit through that shit.
Dal is great. Music is amazing.
I haven't seen
can't
these
sit through
movies
any of
since
this
like
stuff,
when they
man.
came out, and even when they came out, I'm like, why are we watching this?
But the music is amazing.
I just never. I think I've watched 3 Bollywood movies.
I've seen that one. Dil to Pagal has seen that.
Oh, and
one.
I've seen Lagan too. That was a good movie.
Lagan was great.
Lagan was a good movie.
Yeah, I mean it's about cricket.
And Cricket's terrible, and then that was a good movie. That's how you know it's a good movie.
I think I've seen a lot of these, but I deleted them from my brain. Like they're so, all of them are so gone. Chalte Chalte. I never seen Tak Shak.
I don't
But
know
anyway,
what any of this stuff is, man.
anyway, we
I
could
don't know
do
what's
a
going on.
Inglourious Basterds remake of this era crossover Bollywood. Give me $100 million, Hollywood, and
He's
we'll
not
make this
really.
movie.
He's not going after Indians, all right. He's just they're really focused on the Latin community. They're really focused on getting
It's just
specifically South American migrants.
Look at the tangential stuff happening, like Mahendra Patel. You didn't know about this guy. Mahendra Patel is this Georgia Indian engineer. He's like 60. I don't know how old he is.
He's an uncle.
He's an uncle.
Okay.
He's almost a dada.
He is a dada almost.
And he goes into this store like Walmart or something to buy Tylenol, and he helps this lady with her kid or something. And this is on camera. He helps the lady with her kid. Like he holds her, like the kid's about to fall, so he like catches him. And then he goes on his way to like buying other stuff, and then checks out like peacefully, whatever. He gets arrested because that lady claimed she assaulted him and almost tried to kidnap her kid.
Is a white woman.
Of course.
Let that white kid fall. That'll be a message to the rest of you.
And
No good Samaritans out there.
he's been in jail for 35 days in Georgia.
So this guy's Karen, this poor uncle who did something good.
Yeah, look at the video.
That's the video.
He's right there. He asked for help.
Right there.
Patel offers help her with her falling child.
After that, the mom can be seen backing into a shelter.
Look at her.
as we
She's on a
see here,
scooter.
speaking to an employee who also steps in to help after the woman's daughter, who appears to get stuck underneath the scooter. So from there, the mom drives off. Then she has an interaction with Patel where he shows her the Tylenol in his hands before he checks out and leaves the store. Patel's take a look at this surveillance video here.
Yep.
And then she tells the cops that he assaulted her and tried to take the kid. And he's in jail for 35 days. This is the kind of. Is
he American? He's an U.S. citizen.
I would assume so.
I'm not sure.
Does it say?
But either way, who cares?
Well, I mean, I don't care. But it's just like it's kind of like what is the?
If he's a green
because
card
under
holder?
Trump, they're kind of just.
But this is the kind of shit that happens when you normalize deporting people. That's normalized now. Mm-hmm. Deporting people to El Salvador is normalized. In like 2 weeks, walking down the street, you ask like Tom, Dick, or Harry, like, "Hey, what are your opinions about illegals getting deported?" Like, fuck them.
Yeah, well, they're stupid because they don't know where all their shit comes from. That's all. Anybody that's angry, like the whole system is messed up because we use these people. These people are working. They work and they're being used.
It's just fucking ridiculous.
Anyway, that's crazy. But I live by a golden rule of don't get involved. That's a New Yorker's golden rule. Don't get involved.
Yep.
Right? Because you never know what happened. Because I used to work with this guy. He moved from California close to me when we were living together. Right? And I would take the subway with him like every now and then. And we were taking the N train once, and this guy just passes out on the ground.
Yep.
And he runs to help him, right? And he runs and tries to give CPR because he was CPR certified. Mm-hmm. So he runs to try to give the CPR, and he's looking at me like, "Yo, help me!" I was like, "Yo, I'm not touching this guy." Yeah. I was like, "I'm not going to go anywhere near this guy." I was like, "Call 911." Mm-hmm. I was like, "I've got a phone. I'll call 911 right now, or I'll go upstairs and get the cop." And this guy got super angry at me after that because I didn't help him and do anything.
Was this how old was this guy who passed out?
50s. 50s. We're in our 20s at this point. Mm-hmm. And then this guy who I thought like is my new coworker, I thought like he didn't talk to me for weeks. He was like, he was done. We're not boys anymore because he thought I was a cold-hearted person, New Yorker, blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. Swear to God, he gets a summons he gets sued by that guy.
That's because
his neck was fucked up.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then I was like, I just gave him that look. Never saw him again.
Yep.
Never. He quit his job. He moved back to Cali, and I guess I don't know what happened to him.
Was that?
Maybe he was a rich kid though. He was, but he didn't know. Mm-hmm. There's no way to know because we look like post college. We're just. But he did. He tried to give the guy CPR, and I don't know. And I was like, "Yo, I'm just going to work." Yep. I was like, "I'm out, bro."
Yeah. Was this a homeless guy or just
No, it was a regular dude.
Yes, thing you can't.
It's interesting because I've been on the both ends of it. Because when I fell last year, when I rolled my ankle on the subway platform, a bunch of people came to my rescue and helped me, but also kind of fucked me over because they called the ambulance. I did not want to call the ambulance.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I got stuck with this fucking bill. But people came to my help, which was kind and nice. People gave me vitamin water, whatever. But on the flip side, in Queens, Flushing, one time I saw like a lady trip over like uneven concrete sidewalk. And she fell right in front of me, and it was just such a busy little tiny street. I wanted to help her, but at the same time, I was like, bro, she seems like she was bleeding. Mm-hmm. I don't want to be involved in this. Mm-hmm. My ex and fucking her sister were waiting in the mall, and I just stepped out to grab something real quick. So I was like, nah, I can't be involved in this, and I don't want to deal with any consequences. She's like, my neck hurts, this hurts, whatever. I don't want to be the blame guy.
His name is Sartek. He's a bad guy. But yeah, no, this is an extreme case of somewhat like it's so crazy that
this is like that bird watcher lady. Remember in Central Park, that guy was a bird watcher. He wasn't doing shit. This uncle wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
I guess he's an American because it says Indian American.
Well, I mean, he's an Indian guy. He's an engineer. He's been locked up for weeks.
35 days is crazy.
Free Mahendra, dude.
Free Mahendra Patel. Free Mahendra uncle is fucked up.
I mean, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be a crazy lawsuit for sure.
Where's Cash on this? You think Cash should have jumped in,
bro? Where are all the free speech, Second Amendment people right now when it comes to people being arrested without due process, people being tried without due like
that's the Fourth Amendment, right?
The First Amendment is free speech. Second is guns. Third is what? I don't even know. What's the Third Amendment?
Fourth is due process, I think.
Fourth is privacy.
What are the amendments? Let's educate ourselves.
See, the Bill of Rights is different. Prohibits the quartering of soldiers in private homes.
Yeah, unreasonable searches and seizures.
That's privacy. Fifth Amendment is due process.
I mean, all these Republican people that have like harped about the Constitution for my whole life. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck.
They don't fuck. You Trump idiots.
Yeah. They gave Obama so much shit and they were like, it's not in the Constitution. It's like, what
Shut
the fuck, man?
up. It's never been about anything they say it's been about. It's only been about them being losers and how do you either stop being a loser or punish people who are doing better than you. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all anyone votes on.
Resentment politics.
Yeah, it's resentment politics. Everyone's a fucking loser and they don't know how to blame themselves.
Or they're grifting.
No.
All this shit gets poor people going. Poor white people get really hot.
No. I'm not saying that it's the grift for people to say do all this stuff, right? But the people who voted for this or allowing it to happen, they're on the resentment side of things.
Yeah,
these are the resentment voters, people who are mad that their life isn't the way they thought it was going to be, and don't have the capacity or will to blame themselves and correct themselves and do something, or maybe they feel like they've done enough and they still haven't won or changed anything, so they look for the closest thing to blame without doing any sort of further analysis as to how they got in the position that they're in. That's all this is. You blame a freaking immigrant for taking your job? No, who gave them the job? They don't have the bandwidth to do that. Or if they're like, oh, it's because the Democratic policies that caused jobs to get outsourced, my job went away because of that. Now I'll vote Republican. Who cares about all the other bullshit that they stand for as long as they punish the people who caused me to lose my job? That's all this is. There's no other kind of sentiment behind it, or they're just pure evil pieces of shit, which is kind of
probably some subset of person that are just bad people that are out there,
and it's that kind of resentment that is festering and being taken advantage of right now. All the politics in America right now, Make America Great Again, is the biggest sham because there's no optimism in it at all. Like, he says Make America Great Again, but then everything he does is out of anger and rage and like, you're making America great again. You just fired 100,000 federal employees.
And the budget went up.
Those are the people who make America what it is.
Money. Yeah.
Like, America is what it is because of all those federal employees. Like, we have a Center for Disease Control that prevents diseases from spreading and tracks diseases, gutted. National parks, gutted. All the stuff we don't even know about, gutted.
Yeah, there are all these subsidies and all these little things that we don't talk about because the news doesn't do their job at all.
No, the news is trash.
News doesn't do their job.
New York Times is trash. Fuck New York Times. Washington Post, trash. All these are captured places now. All of them are captured. And it's just so fucking, it's just crazy. The Vancouver, like, this is a terror attack, a hate crime, for sure. The Vancouver guy that drove around, like, crashed through a Filipino festival.
Mm-hmm. They're attacking Filipinos now,
bro.
And
what?
Joe Coy gonna be mad as hell. But this is like,
bro. What did the Filipinos do now?
This was
celebrating.
This was the second line in the New York Times like morning email that they send. Mm-hmm. The first line was, how is the art world changing?
A guy ate a banana
fucking
from a Bengali bodega stand and got $6 million.
Fucking New York Times. Anyway,
so what happened? Wait, I'm interested in that. A Filipino festival got, who did this to them?
Some 30-year-old guy in Vancouver. They were celebrating their Lapu Days festival, whatever that is. But we've been making sure our families, friends, volunteers, and community partners who help.
It's Canada starting to take some shit from America now. Driving through a festival is a pretty American thing, I think.
It happened 6 months ago.
Yeah.
in New Orleans,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But no, I think this kind of attack has happened in Canada before. So let me take that back. Sadly, but yeah, I mean, look. At the end of the day, all this fucking political stuff, it's just resentment politics, and it's what's taken over. And now the people who have voted that way and have acted on that resentment, there's no way they're letting go of that resentment, despite all the evidence in their face that this administration is not working for them. There's no way. You hold on to that shit. Most people, anyone who did not have the bandwidth or capacity or will or whatever to do the introspection required to understand that their lives are their fault, for better or for worse, there's no way they're going to come to that moment, epiphany now, and be like, oh, we didn't mean to vote for this guy. Impossible. They just double down, and it's just going to be, this is what it's going to be for a while. This motherfucker slept through the Pope's funeral. This piece of
and
shit.
he didn't even dress correctly for it.
This fat
and
fuck.
they gave Obama shit for a tan suit.
Yeah.
And then he wore a blue suit to the Pope, literally the Pope's funeral.
Yeah. He violated
and he had a bunch of meetings with Ukraine there, which I feel like is not in good taste. Maybe take it outside, guys. Out in the I don't know. I'm not a Catholic, but Catholics usually angry at shit. I don't know where you guys' rage meter is on this one, but
let's talk about the most holy. Oh, were you supposed to wear black today? Oh, I didn't get the memo.
this fucking guy.
Why are they sitting like that?
I don't know.
This whole shit, man. I don't.
They're not even in the center.
Take it outside, guys. Take it outside. This is a cigarette conversation you're having.
It's just God's diplomats. Jesus Christ, bro. This is like, what?
Everything, we're cooked, man. We're cooked as a society. And it's just sad that these psychos, they take it out on their fellow common people. You know, they never take it up to the people that are causing them all this pain and suffering. Mm-hmm. It's always these other groups of just poor people, essentially. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know.
It's been a pretty somber start to this podcast. This episode has been, we've been talking politics for like 20, 30 minutes now.
Yeah, that's why just give up, guys. Let's all just give up.
No, you know what you should do? You should come see me on tour. That's what you should do.
Yeah, go see him on tour and then give up.
Yeah, and then give up.
Give him all your worldly possessions and then give up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shout out to the Filipino community, though. Shout to you and all the Filipino nurses that try to convert me to Catholicism when I'm in the hospital. Shout to you guys.
The nurse that shaved my balls was a Filipino guy when I had my testicular cancer surgery.
Shout to him. You got to see balls.
No. I don't like that guy.
You don't like that guy? He didn't do a good job?
No, he did a fantastic job, but you're not supposed to shave the balls when you're awake. Motherfucker shaved my balls when I was awake.
I don't know if that's protocol, man. I feel like he should have waited.
It was not protocol.
He was like, "Oh, you do comedy? All right."
Yeah, dude shaved
This will be a story.
This dude shaved my... It was a story. It's in my fucking...
Oh, yeah, it is in Thank You, China special.
Not Thank You, China. It's in Lucky Lefty special.
Right.
The title card for my Lucky Lefty special is Manscaped by Manny Pacquiao. That was him, that fucking guy. Shaved my balls when I was awake. Anyway.
Bold move, guy.
It was because the hospital was understaffed and he was from the cath lab. And in the cath lab, you're not anesthetized. You're not under anesthesia when you get the catheter put into your leg. They just, it's like a little
They just numb the area?
Yeah,
Oh,
just numb the area. So they shave you while you're awake. But he was from that lab, and he was told he had to shave me too. So he didn't realize I had to be asleep when they do it, and that they would have just done it in the OR. So, no, I can't say what I have to say.
I mean, do you feel bad for that guy? Because then he had to shave the balls of a guy that's awake. I don't know.
No, I don't feel bad for him at all.
He should have just listened to the program. I don't know who. Maybe his supervisor's like, you got to go in there and shave that guy's balls right now.
No. He didn't. No, I don't feel bad for him at all.
While he's awake, and you got to look at him
immaculate.
right in the eye. You got to look at him right in the eye.
Let's do this. Let's get to some happier stuff. If you're just tuning in, this is the Gucci Turban podcast. we're doing everything wrong for the algorithm and stuff. You know, they're
It's fine.
They're like, you know what?
Shaving balls, terrorism.
They're like, you know what? At the top of the episode, you're supposed to say, "This is the podcast. I'm the host, Nimesh Patel. This is the other host, Asif, aka Gucci Turban. Please,
Jamboy Flex.
Jamboy Flex.
That's my new DJ name.
Please like and subscribe. Your DJ name is Jamboy Flex?
Yeah, and I play like the old time Indian folk music with trap beats. You find me in Union Square, right next to those guys that are hustling people for chess.
That doesn't sound like bad music. It sounds pretty good.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah, DJ Jamboy
But you will
Flex.
listen to it.
My DJ name is DJ Make It Make Sense. Why did he play Adele followed by Future? Make it make sense. That would be sick. Anyway, this is the Gucci Turban Podcast. I'm your host, Nimesh Patel. This is other host, Jamboy Flex, Asif, aka Mr. Turban himself. As always, we like to middle every podcast with some dad jokes that will hopefully be edited to be at the top of the show.
Sarthak's shaking his head. He's like, I'm not editing shit. You guys are going down with this shit.
Oh, man. You know, I met a mountain climber this weekend.
Really?
Yeah. He had a kid. You know what he named him?
What?
Cliff. Oh, man. That's good. That's good.
Could have named him Rocky.
What's that?
Could have named him Rocky.
You got a punch up for the dad joke? That's pretty good. Yeah, I like
You
that.
know, Rocky.
That's good.
What else could you have named him?
Pebble.
Axe. You got Axe.
That's not a name though, right? Axel's the name. That won't fit.
Axe is a name. Anything you want is a name. That's the thing.
The Elon Musk
You
kid.
can name your kid whatever you want. It's just how familiar are people with the name. That's what makes the joke. Rocky's a good name. What do you call the mountain climber? Who the mountain climber name his kid? Rocky. That's pretty good. Okay. You know, I mean, this is like the first weekend of spring. I got so excited I wet my plants.
That was good though. That was good.
Solid, right? That's
That was
fucking
good.
good.
That was good.
Did you hear about the guy who stole a calendar? He got sentenced to 12 months. Huh? That's bad. That was bad. I appreciate you laughing, Sarthak. What's Forrest Gump's password? Forrest I. I don't get that. That's not a dad joke. Oh, this is solid. This is a good one. This is a classic dad joke. Why can't you hear a pterodactyl go to the bathroom? Because the P is silent. Strong. That's good.
That's good.
Again, we were reading from Exceptionally Bad Dad Jokes.
That is good.
I got it on Amazon. The ISBN number is 97810998799.
In case you use the Dewey Dot decimal system in your library.
I just want to give credit where it's due, dude.
Serial number 7XP.
All right. Oh, man. How many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh?
I know this.
Tentacles.
I saw that come.
Fucking stupid. That's a dumb one. Why did the Invisible Man turn down the job offer? He couldn't see himself doing it. Come on. All right, fine. Asif, you got a new job. You start tomorrow.
I do.
Congratulations. How you feeling about it?
I mean, I feel great.
Mm-hmm.
I feel great being employed. Being employed is wonderful. And money is good. What else? Structure's nice. Dignity? Nah, I mean, you know. That sailed away a long time ago. I don't have any of that.
There's one more over there, Nimesh.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm done with this book right now. Hey guys, this is from Sai Koshal. Hi guys, this is Emily Radikowski from my alt account. Huge fan of the show. What did the guy scream when he was struck by a bag of magnesium sulfate? It's assault.
Is magnesium sulfate the?
I'm going to trust.
Is it sodium chloride?
Sodium chloride is the salt, but magnesium sulfate, I'm sure, is some kind of salt. But this Sai Koshal, aka Emrata, is a fucking chem wizard, I guess.
All right. Well, hopefully that's not. All right.
Jessica Chauhan, thank you for thinking this episode was hilarious. Shuan D, take the loan, leave your anti-black racism out of the black
Shu Yuan D, I think, will not address the black community on your behalf on our podcast.
Yeah.
I think that's something you should put on a t-shirt.
Hold on. I don't understand. Look, Shu Yuan D has a... Click on this profile pic.
Hopefully it's a bot. Is it a bot?
It's a
Patreon member.
Who the fuck
it's a Patreon member?
Mm-hmm.
Go back, though. Take the loan, leave your anti-black racism out of the black neighborhoods. That goes for all POC and black, not a bot, but a black woman who supports black women-owned businesses on the regular in my community. Start addressing your own communities because it's not just whites still perpetuating the hate. That's the most Indian-looking black woman I've ever seen. Can't judge based on my profile pic, dude. Plus, this dude is not Daisy. Listen, Shuan. Listen,
all right, what is going on? What is this? It's a picture of a Chinese man. And he's saying he's a black woman. Is that what's happening?
Yes. Look,
what is the internet, guys? What is the internet?
Okay, what information can we glean from this Patreon person's account? Let's get their phone number.
Do we want to interview them?
Let's call them.
He's an early sub too, Shu Yuan.
Shu Yuan D. This is just someone who is fucking around. It's clear. No one.
Trolling. All right.
We don't have any black women subscribers.
We do. We do.
I'm sure we do.
I think we do.
We probably do. Hopefully.
We got a pretty nice mix of people.
Mm-hmm. But Shu Yuan, take your anti-black racism out of the community. What came first? Being in the community and being racist, or being racist and then being in the community? What if being in the community made you racist? You know what I mean? Like, okay, this didn't happen, but let's pretend that my dad opened a store in a black neighborhood and was completely not racist, and then he got punched in the face by a bunch of black guys consistently week after week, and then he turned racist. What came first? The chicken or my dad saying the N-word? What came first? I'm just saying. You know?
The thing is, if I get...
Look, my dad's been shot at. My dad's been had a gun to his head. And, what's it called? Like, had been stolen from and all that. Never heard him say anything racist or behave racist in any way, shape, or form.
That will corroborate this. I was going to say that. Your dad's put up with a lot of shit in his life.
Yeah.
And he's not a racist dude at all. In fact, he is very even-keeled for a guy that's put up with that much shit in his life.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the dead eyes. He's still got life in his eyes.
Yeah,
Shout out to Uncle. For your resilience.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Because it doesn't really occur to, I think, normal people to become racist towards a group of people when there's crime. Because, criminals are usually poor.
Yeah.
And it's the poorness and that makes them do bad things where you're just like, but it's not their identity. You know what I mean? Because everybody would much rather have a good job and live a good life than be a criminal. You know what I'm
saying? That's very high level thinking of like perceiving people like that, though.
Yeah, but I
grew up in a poor neighborhood, so I knew that's what I knew.
Most people would look at somebody stealing and be like, "Well, they'll make a stereotype out."
If like someone from El Salvador robs me, then all of a sudden all El Salvadorans are thieves.
Yeah, most people are stupid.
Most people like that. No, but it's like there's an El Salvadoran guy that owns this restaurant that's not robbing people and that makes good food.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I think it happens to happen. It has to happen to you once. And then you have to be in the community and not have that happen all the time for you to be like, oh, no, that was something else. Like, you have to get robbed once, and then, like, your best friend has to be the same race as the person that robbed you for you to be like, oh, no, not everyone is like that. Whereas if you get robbed once and then you don't associate with those people because you got robbed once and you've been so traumatized by it, and that just and then all you see on the news is like this group of people is robbing.
Yeah, the news radicalizes you for sure.
So,
for sure.
But there's also the flip side where the person can just be like, "Oh, you're one of the nice ones."
Yeah,
yeah.
Also true. Yeah.
You're my token brown friend, and you're actually one of the nice ones.
Shuandi, you're one of the nice ones.
Whatever you are.
Yeah,
I don't know what you are, man, but
sure you're not a bot. Thanks.
As a black woman.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. As a Filipino trans person, I agree with you. Okay. Oh, I really hope that Sai Koshal was secretly Emrata from a...
Yeah, right?
Sai Koshal would be a very nuanced name for Emrata to come up with.
Yeah. Who is that?
Your sister?
Yeah, no, but who's here? My parents?
Oh, somebody came.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. What are we talking about? Emrata? Speaking of Emrata, I'm going to F1 this weekend.
Nice.
And
this coming weekend is when Miami F1 is?
Yeah, Miami is May 4th. If you're in Miami, I'll be there on May 6th performing at the Miami Improv. Come check me out. If you see me on May 3rd, I'll be at Rufus Du Sol concert and then the Blondish concert. And then from there, on Sunday, I'll be going to F1 and then to Space to see Rufus Du Sol DJ set. And then Monday, I'll be at the Miami Beach Yacht Club hanging out. Sometimes when the world is on fire, you have to do drugs.
I think that's drug slogan.
Yeah.
Things going bad, try drugs.
Yeah. And that's what I'll be doing.
Where are you going to be on here?
The Hard Rock Beach Club.
Probably this right here.
No, that's right there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Nice.
On Sunday. I don't know if those are tickets or what. Click that.
Yep.
Yeah, we're right there.
God damn.
Wow. I will be where the lower classes are. The common people, which is...
Are you going? No. Okay. I don't know.
But so I didn't pay for any of this. One of my fans, the guy who...
Are you performing?
No.
Oh, okay.
The guy who makes that elixir THC drink.
Yep.
He's got the suite.
He's hooking this up.
Nice.
No, it's not sweet. It's he just got passes to the beach club. So we'll be hanging out. Me and 7 Indian people.
Where do the poor people sit on this map? $70. What does that get me?
You get to sit on you could get a single seat.
It's not bad.
Go back.
$70?
Right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just get to mill around.
Right here.
I doubt that's go click that top number 1. Click that thing though.
Which one?
Go back to it.
This right here?
Yeah, click that.
Beach grandstand.
No, hit buy now. Yeah, Sunday's the race day. It's $500.
Jesus Christ. So no poor people.
Nope.
No, I mean it's
Unless you Coachella and you just put it on clothes.
F1 is not a regular person sport, bro.
Yeah, it's expensive.
It's the truest
Rich guy sport.
rich guy sport
Well,
because
this is an inequality thing because it's like, why are people so mad if this F1's only grown over our lifetime? It's here now. We didn't even care about. It's a sport that only caters to rich people that's grown so much. So that means there's more rich people.
Yeah.
Or is there more credit card debt?
I think
both.
both.
but it's the most capitalist sport.
Yeah, it's just capitalism on wheels.
I mean, so as is, I think cricket, Indian Premier League is also.
IPL?
Yeah, actually, no.
Every sport is capitalism on.
But from what I understand, IPL is like the best run sports league.
The Indian
Premier League, yeah. There's an acquired episode about it.
People love cricket in India.
It's happening right
no,
now.
it's like
middle of the season.
it's like the biggest. It's the best run sports league, and it was run by this. It was started by this guy Lalit Modi,
Modi, yeah.
and
He finessed the shit out of that.
yeah. He
He stole so much money.
Yeah, apparently he's banned for life from cricket and all that, but he also made billions of dollars for lots of people.
That's true too.
But he is like a wizard who made cricket what it is today, because it was a dying sport around the world. It's too slow. He like changed the format of it, made it. It's 50% women viewership. No other sport is like that, because you know how like Taylor Swift made it more women watch football.
Yeah, it's like that.
He knew early on that if you got celebrities involved,
you would honeypot people that way.
People would tune in to watch, just them on the screen.
Is there women's cricket?
Yeah.
All right.
But like he had Shah Rukh Khan bought one of the first teams, and I think he had like Priyanka Chopra or like Preeti Zinta or like
Zinta had Punjab, Shah Rukh has Kolkata, which he still does. Akshay was kind of close to like Delhi, and
he had all them.
Ambani's had Mumbai. The Ambanis own the Mumbai.
Yeah, it's got to be all the conglomerate heads and the factory bosses on.
But that's the thing. Like it's one of these things where originally he kind of leveled the playing field in terms of you can't just spend it to have the best team. Mm-hmm. They capped the salaries, and any player, instead of a draft, the draft was an auction. Yep. But they capped the max you could spend, and they put a minimum on what you could spend as well. So it would be impossible to just buy the bet. You can't be like the Dodgers or the Yankees.
So it's like basketball. There's a minimum and a maximum.
Yeah, but you could still get out of a maximum if you pay a luxury tax.
Yeah, so
you can't do that in the IPL. And there's no
hard cap.
And because there's an auction during the draft, you can't do like all these side sweetheart deals. Like if you come to the Warriors, you'll also make all this money being a SAP spokesperson. You know what I mean? Like it's a highly efficiently run process in that regards. I'm sure there's also allegedly he got run out of the sport because of the mob involvement in the sport. Mm-hmm. All the gambling's illegal in India, but
there's all this black market, I guess, of gambling. Well, I don't watch cricket because I like baseball and I've had my fill of boring sports.
Yeah.
I can only take one.
This is exciting to watch, though. This is so exciting.
Yeah, they made it faster.
It's so fun to watch.
They changed everything about it. The 5-hour games, the 5-day games, those are all gone.
Those still happen. It's just a different league.
Yeah.
This league is just all about, it's fast paced, quick overs, ends in like 3.5 hours, maybe.
All right, well, I said cricket is terrible like 10 minutes ago, so I'm going to say cricket is cool so the bots don't attack me. It's super cool.
How dare you talk about cricket?
Yeah.
But anyway, how do we get to this? Cricket, Premier League.
I have no idea how we got
before this, what were we talking about? Emrata, F1. F1.
And how sports are capitalism.
Yeah, F1 is pure capitalism. Like there's only 20 teams, and the best teams are the ones with the most money.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because they're all just trial grounds for Mercedes and Ferrari and all that kind of shit. And then you buy basically the best drivers, you buy the best everything. So to see a $600 regular ticket on a Sunday, but also like playoff basketball is like that too. Any playoff sport is like that, and there's only 20 races, right? 20 or 10. There's only 20 races.
How many
I
GPs
think.
there are? I have no idea. There's not that many.
So every race is like a global event. You know.
Yep.
Like everyone, because they go all over the world. There's only 2 in the States. There's Miami and there's Austin.
It says 24.
Yeah.
I mean, when I went to like the general admission in Montreal GP, and it cost me like $90, $80.
I went to F1
on race day.
I went to F1 almost on accident, like 10 years ago, and
Where?
Montreal, and it was like it didn't seem like that big of a deal
Because of the comedy festival?
No, I was there for my friend's bachelor party, Montreal, but it didn't seem like that big of a deal. This weekend in Miami,
Yeah, F1's huge now, man.
Well, after the Netflix.
yeah, the Netflix thing made it like crazy. But anyway, if you see me there on Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'll likely be inebriated and feeling generous. So.
What does that mean? You're going to give money away?
Tickets. Find me for not for money, but you find.
I won't give you money, but
I'll give you tickets to come
you'll
see
get
me.
One selfie.
Yes, come see me.
And he won't smile though.
No, I'll be all smiles all weekend. But yeah, come see me. What else is there? Anything else going on? Kanye is gay.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
That was a Monday. That was a great.
I think it's like it's now at a point where unanimously everybody knows he's insane. Because even the people that his like meat writers are now like, I think he's nuts. It's finally gotten to the point for all the things that have happened where he's like, all right, this guy's got, and he got banned off Twitch after 7 minutes.
What did he do?
He started using slurs on Twitch. He, like almost like within 7 minutes, like almost immediately. And
Shannon Sharp.
Have you seen this? Oh, it's wild.
Yeah,
I mean, I know the
he's
story.
got sexual assault now from his ex-fiance.
Not fiance.
Oh,
Not
his ex-girlfriend?
Just
Wait, sexual
hookup.
assault.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
Wait, it's a different thing.
A different thing now, yeah.
than the woman.
No, it's the same
woman.
Same woman. That's what they're accusing. That's what the lawsuit is, and they're asking for $50 million, whatever.
But I thought it was a separate one where he had an ex who said that he coerced her into like signing an NDA. And she was sexually assaulted.
I haven't heard that one.
I don't know. Things are bad for Unk.
Unk is,
And,
these were some of the text messages, which are wild.
I know you missed this big juicy ass $25K for each week. Jesus Christ, Gabriella.
Well, this is the guy. The lawyer is the guy who also accused Jay-Z
And somebody else.
and somebody. He's like a frivolous lawsuit guy. So Shannon had the benefit of the doubt, and now he doesn't because so much more is coming out.
Well, yeah.
A lot more is coming out.
Well, I'm not going to speculate.
I'm not following it.
And I don't care.
Also, yeah, I don't really care.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Luigi pleads not guilty, which is a bold strategy.
Is this like a freaking Abercrombie and Fitch ad? What is this? Man's dressed to the nines.
He knows what he's doing.
But to all federal charges, he will face trial. Well, you think it's a bold move?
Yeah, because I mean, he's on camera shooting the guy.
Yeah.
Is that him?
I don't know.
Well, now allegedly it's not. Who was it? I always felt like the picture of the guy that they saw
was different.
Trying to pick up the barrister was a different guy.
See this?
Oh yeah, I don't. Shadur Sanders, epic bag fumble.
What did he do? What do you think Shadur did?
He didn't go to the combine. He didn't do any of the stuff that the other players do. He bombed his interviews, and the real crime he did is being mediocre at football.
Is he bad?
And he's just okay.
Oh, okay.
He's not like he just. He had a huge NIL contract. He sold a lot of Gatorade and shit for Colorado, but he wasn't that good. And then they kind of like positioned him as like an all-time great, where he's like, he's not going to do the combine. He's not going to come to your tests or your interviews. So that every team dropped him except the Browns. And I find the discourse around him online really interesting because anytime you criticize Shadur, you're criticizing the black community for some reason, even though a black quarterback went first, and nobody is supporting or talking about that
Travis
guy.
Hunter?
Cam Horde. Well, Travis Hunter went second, and he's on the same team, and he is legitimately amazing.
Right.
Like, and he deserves to be like number two. But no, like the online discourse around Shadur is real weird. It's like
Nepa baby.
He is a hardcore Nepa baby. He's only been coached by his dad, but so is Travis Hunter was coached by his dad too, and Travis Hunter. So it's not. I don't even think it's a Dion thing. I mean, it is a Dion thing because they didn't go to the combine and he didn't do his bench presses and all the shit that you're supposed to do. Run the 40. So they're flying in blind, and that's it.
He didn't go to the combine?
No. They kind of framed him as like the next, big thing, but he's not that. He wasn't that good in college.
Okay,
so.
well, he got signed to a team and he's never needed money, so it's fine.
He'll be fine.
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
He'll be fine. You don't need to go online.
We're all on Patreon
brigade.
now.
Yeah.
We're all on Patreon.
People
Look at this.
listen, brigade people.
You see this pro-Israel video?
No.
Click that.
I want to leave with the message of hope. What is the message of hope?
We're not cooked yet. Fully. No, we are.
Are we
We're
going to talk
fully
about,
cooked. Yeah.
tell the people that you're on Jimmy Fallon?
I'll be on Fallon on Tuesday. Late night with Jimmy Fallon. No, the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon on Tuesday, April 29th. And then I will be on a copious amount of intoxicants this weekend in Miami, followed by Miami Improv on May 6th.
So watch Jimmy Fallon.
So watch Jimmy Fallon.
Are you just doing a set, or you get to play a game?
I'm doing a set. No, I'm not famous enough to play games.
I don't even know if he's done one of those with a comedian.
I'm sure he has.
I don't know. We'll watch Jimmy Fallon. And
keep hope alive. Or, don't.
Yeah, just give up. Just give up. It's not, oh man, living with so much concern, know.
We won't be doing an episode next week, by the way, because I will be in Miami.
It'll be a live from space.
And then May 11th is Mother's Day, so
yep.
That'll also be a dead episode. We won't be. Maybe we'll do one like the day before
Saturday.
Yeah, May 10th or something. Okay, that's enough. I've been Nimesh, and that's been Jamboy Flex. We'll see you in a week or so.